Oh yeah. All right then. It's 9:05. Sunday, November 2nd. And for the month of November, I'm trying a new diet. I'm going to explain it. See if you can understand it. If you take the 7 days of the week, 24 hours a day, times 7, comes out to 168 hours for the week. From midnight to midnight, week in, week out, 168 hours. All right. I'm sick of yo-yo dieting here. I've been on a diet roughly for the last 3 years and a quarter, 3 years, 3 months, and have gotten mixed results, and I'm not happy about that. And they say diet and exercise. So I had the old treadmill that I had back from when Janice gave it to me from 2012, and that finally died this year, back in April, March. I got the new one in April. Got a new one in April to replace it from Dick's. I think her old one's from Dick's too. And because of my knees and my hips, especially my knees, I can't go like a little bunny rabbit on the treadmill like I used to back in 2012. I could really rip along there and I managed to lose 28 pounds in 14 months, which is a steady line loss of 2 pounds per month, which in the dieting world tell you that's fabulous. 2 pounds a month is fabulous. That's a half a pound a week. And yeah, water weight, but when you start getting up to, you're down 10 pounds, you're down 15, you're down 20, that really means you're actually losing fat. You're not just losing water weight up and down, you're actually losing fat weight. All right, but that was in 2012. Either 2011 to 2012 or 2012 to 2013, I can't quite remember which, but 2012, close enough. So, what we got here, like I said, I started in July of 22, and I weighed 283.0. After 3 years and 3 months, right now I'm at 253. So I've lost a net loss over 3 years and a quarter, 30 pounds. That's not an up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm telling you, this is not kosher. It doesn't fly. So, trying something different. And the different thing is, I've said all along that the calorie you don't put in your mouth is the calorie you don't have to burn, because it ain't there. Any calorie you do burn comes from the fat bank. It's that simple. If you're not burning calories from the mouth, the new calories, and you're not burning old calories from the fat bank, you are dead, because you're not burning calories at all. And if you're not burning calories, you're dead. Your body isn't, the heart isn't beating, the lungs ain't breathing, your brain isn't operating, your digestive system isn't operating, your muscles and joints and stuff aren't doing anything. You're dead. You're a dead person. So if you take away fasting, the calories, the new calories from the mouth, then the only calories that the body has to work with is the old calories out of the fat bank. There is no other source. So, I just recently, last month, at the beginning of last month, did the Yom Kippur fast for 24 hours, actually 25, half hour before, half hour after. Make sure you get that 24 window in there. And it didn't go bad like the previous year, 23, when I did the fast. But I did get a headache toward 2 p.m.-ish, 1-ish, 2-ish, 3-ish p.m.-ish. And I chalked that up to not being able to have coffee. I need the caffeine. I'm used to having my caffeine in the morning, and I'm also used to having that caffeine kick at about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Even when I was working all those years at the factory, at 2 p.m. I'd hit that lull, that dip, and need to take that last caffeine Coke, silver Coke, and suck that down at 2 o'clock to give me that final kick, to get me from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and then the half hour cleaning up and whatnot, and then out the door you go. So, with this kind of fasting, you're allowed black coffee, no sweetener whatsoever. Because if your tongue tastes sweetener, even though there's no sweetener in it, it's fake sugar, there's no calories, your body's going to crank up the insulin thinking that sweet sugar is coming. Sweetness is coming, sugar is coming, and shut off the fat burning mode. From what I've learned in my new research here, is if your insulin is very, very low, it tells your body to start burning fat. If your insulin is high, it tells your body to start storing fat. So, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why I keep yo-yoing up and down. Not to mention football season, but we won't mention that. Excuse me. But yeah, yo-yoing up and down. You know, they eat lean, eat heavy. You know, don't if you need 2,000 calories a day, don't deprive yourself of 1,000 calories. Go down like only 500 calories, and you'll still lose weight, and you'll still burn. Well, no, it's not working. Bottom, dude, it's not working. I've tried it. It's not working. So I've created a fast schedule based on the week, and pretty much here it is. So we'll bring it up to the camera and show you. All right, now ignore the Saturday that's in the first one, that Saturday. Ignore that for the moment. Start here with the Sunday. You start with Sunday supper. All right, Sunday supper to Monday supper would be 24 hours. To Tuesday supper would be 24 again, so that's 48 hours. But you're not doing Tuesday supper, you're doing Tuesday lunch. So you take away 6 hours, noontime, 6 p.m. Take away 6 hours, that's 18 hours. So there's your 24 hours, there's your 18 hours, total of 42 hours. That's your first 42 hours. All right, go 6 hours, eat supper again. You're duplicating the same thing. Supper to lunch is 12, and 18, it's 24. There's your second 24. There's your second 42 hours, all right? Eat lunch, then go and eat supper again on Thursday, then go Thursday supper to Friday supper to Saturday lunch, and there's the church lunch that I really do have to eat. Okay, so there's your other 42. Now over here, you go from the church lunch to Sunday supper, and that's 24 hours and 6 hours. That's a total of 30 hours. Okay, or 24 hours if you want. And then from 24, you add 6 hours here, 6 hours here, 6 hours here, and that makes 24 plus 18 is your 42. So there's your 42A, 42B, 42C, 42D, and there's your full week. And that this Saturday brings you back to Saturday over here with your 30 hours. Saturday lunch to Sunday supper is your 30 hours. And so that's 30 hours, that's 36 hours, and 6 more makes 42. And the cycle just keeps going over and over. We'll see how the first one goes. We're at Sunday supper. Well, we're gonna do Sunday lunch here today, all right? Because I got a package of hot dogs, I got a package of hot dog buns, and I got one final can of hot dog chili. So for the Sunday football, the 1 o'clock game with the Pats, and then the evening game, I forget who's playing, might be the Packers. I'm going to have half of the hot dogs for lunch and half of the hot dogs for supper. That'll kill the buns, kill the dogs, and kill the chili. Bada bing. Starting tonight, Sunday supper, as I showed you, Sunday supper, all right? This is going to start the fast. So I won't eat again after tonight until Tuesday lunch, when I go over to the grill, and I'm going to have steak and eggs for lunch. I tell you, don't do any carbs, Just do protein. Just do protein. All right? Maybe a little fat, but just protein. Don't do carbs, because carbs equals sugar, and sugar starts up the whole saving weight again, saving calories again. Protein doesn't really save calories. Fat doesn't really save calories, but the carbs save calories. This is probably why, in some ways, my last month or the previous month, September I think it was, I did the muffin diet, where you eat your 200 calorie snack bar in the morning. You eat an English muffin, a standard English muffin, with meat and cheese and such, and it's about 400 calories roughly. And then you eat the same kind of sandwich for supper, roughly again 400 calories. So you got 200, 400, 400. It gives you 1,000 calories. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. You've cut your calories in half from roughly the average 2,000 calories that you're supposed to have. So you've cut half the calories out. But the main thing you're doing is carbs. The breakfast bar has sugar in it and all this other kind of chemical stuff. And of course the muffins are flour, carbs. And you're doing it roughly the morning you're doing like 6 a.m., lunchtime is noon, supper time is 6 p.m. And so you're never giving your body a rest to get out of the carbs, digesting the carbs, roughly. So it never goes into fat burning mode. It's always in storing carbs mode, storing what you ate, which is one of the reasons why I only lost like 3.5 pounds for the whole month. Again, one of my biggest bugaboos is once in a while, without understanding how I do it, I'll have like a major drop of like 8.5 pounds. Lost 8.5 pounds for the month. But don't know how I did it and don't know how to replicate it. And then the following month, I'll lose 2.2 pounds. Well, what did I do the other month to lose the 8.5 pounds? I don't know. I don't know what I did right. I don't know what I did wrong. And I don't know how to replicate it to do it better and keep the thing going. So at this point, November 2025, we're going to try this. I'm going to be eating on lunch and supper on Tuesdays, lunch and supper on Thursdays, lunch on Saturday, supper on Sunday, and break the week up into 4 42-hour segments. Try and do that for the whole month. And when we get to the end of November, November 30th, which is going to be another Sunday, here it's the 5th Sunday from now, when I weigh myself again, see what we get for a number, and go from there. If it works, keep going. Again, if you don't put any calorie, very few calories in your mouth, new calories, then the only other place your body can get calories to pay your daily energy bill for your heart, your lungs, your digestion, your bones, your brain, and all the rest of it, the only other place to get calories is out of the fat bank. So let's give it a try and see what works, see what don't. And I can't wait for November 30th to come. I have to plow through day by day and see how the first fast goes. This whole first fast from November 2nd here to lunchtime, Tuesday the 4th, might be a raging disaster. I don't know. This is all brand new territory for me. Like I say, I did the 124-hour fast for Kippur, but that's only 24 hours. Going 42 is almost the equivalent of going another 6, and you might as well gone 2 days. So, and just don't even do the lunches, just do the suppers, and just skip supper. I don't know. I have no idea. Brand new territory. So we'll see what happens. And I'll let you know. And there you go. So happy dieting.